He had a couple hundred customers. He was making maybe 1.5 million ARR a year. He was profitable, had a small team. He owned all the equity himself. Like, everything's good. But I think that instead of making 1.5 million a year, he could probably make 4 on those same customers, like without getting any new business in, just simply because he's under monetized. The money isn't in the price point, it's in the structure. This executive that had a business where he was doing signups for $4,000 a year, the price point is probably good. Like, for a lot of the customers, that he had a couple hundred customers, he was making maybe 1.5 million ARR a year. He was profitable, had a small team. He owned all the equity himself. Like, everything's good. But I think that instead of making 1.5 million a year, he could probably make 4 on those same customers, like without getting any new business in, just simply because he's under monetizing. And the way I usually look at this is that you have 2 toolboxes in order to price discriminate between customers. One is the packaging. So not everyone should buy everything, right? So you have a bunch of functionality, you have a lot of service that you can add, you have a lot of different terms and conditions, and let's say commercial terms and features that you can give to your customers. And some customers will want all of it. These are your first-class passengers. But other customers just want a, let's say, minimal version of that. These are your third-class passengers. So by not selling everything to everyone, but only selling all of it to a few, let's say, premium customers, and then selling a, let's say, more basic version to the long tail of the market, you get to just discriminate between those customers as is. The second thing you have, second toolbox, is your pricing model, where I would usually advise you to use some sort of a pricing metric. So instead of, like this entrepreneur doing $4,000 a year flat, you would do something like, hey, what about $2,000 a year plus $1 per sign up that he is monitoring, right? So you're using sort of a metric to generate the price that the end customer is going to pay. How does this work? Well, the municipalities that have 20,000 signups are going to pay 22,000 in this scenario, and the ones who are only managing 500 signups are going to pay 2,500. So just by the pricing metric, even without using the packaging, you get to discriminate between who pays a little and who pays a lot, depending on how much they use it and what kind of value they get out. If you combine these two, saying, hey, we have a basic version where you can do like only so much functionality, and then we have a premium version where you can do a lot of functionality, and then we have a pricing metric where maybe the basic version costs $1,000 plus $1 per sign up, and the premium version costs maybe $3,000 plus $2 per sign up, then suddenly you have a lot of variance in the model that allows you to really price different customers differently. So again, the money isn't in the price point, $4,000. The money is in the structure. It's in your ability to really separate out different segments in your market and serve them correctly with the product they need and the price they're willing to pay.